Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm out here once again with Max. Max is here for a 2-week board and train. This is day one, like hour number 2. Okay, so here in this video, I'm actually going to be bringing Max out to take him to the bathroom. And while I take him to the bathroom, I'm going to be bringing him out into the training area here and beginning to interact with him, okay, to start to engage in the relationship changing process. So here, as I take him out, I'm going to be actually putting, he arrived here with a flat collar but no choke chain. I'm going to be putting a choke chain on him for leverage, okay, to help in terms of influence. But again, when you use a device like a choke chain, understand how it's used makes all the difference, okay? It's not about waiting and cranking and yanking on dogs, okay? This is for a bigger, stronger dog. This allows me to maintain better control so I can begin to fade in, okay? So influence is proactive, so it just takes the form of like a nudge. But again, I just want to start to get him used to the choke chain, but the flat collar stays on him at the same time. So I'm actually switching back and forth between both collars depending on what I'm doing, how I'm interacting. So here I'm going to be putting the choke chain on him as I bring him out. But again, I'm going to be putting the, I am going to be putting the muzzle on him, okay, first. Okay, so I'm going to be putting the muzzle back on him. I'm going to be bringing him out. I'm going to be putting the choke chain on him, bringing him out. I'm going to be taking him out to the bathroom. You're going to see all of that because I'm going to be hooking the GoPro on my hip here as I start to move with him. And then when I come back into after the bathroom, getting that kind of situated, I'm going to be bringing him back in, and I'm going to be working with him or interacting with him just briefly in the training area. And this will give me a lot better idea as to how much control he's holding, okay? So I'm going to be, when I'm interacting with him, I'm not going to be really bringing the integrity of the interaction really close in, okay? It's going to be, we're going to be skipping some steps, okay? So understand when you're dealing with a dog that's holding quite a bit of control, okay, you want to kind of keep it kind of leveled out, okay? You want to take your time. You don't want to, because here's the thing, you might be doing what you think is reasonable, okay, very reasonable, but a dog that's holding a lot of control is going to consider it very unreasonable, so you could still get bitten, or you could have a high level of challenge. Now this is where, again, understand this is where the using the muzzle is non-negotiable, which means that when I have a muzzle on the dog and they're coming out, if they're trying to get that muzzle off, I have to tap them out of that, okay? So because they have to be agreeable, because understand this is a reasonable demand, because this is about control, it's about safety, because you don't want anyone getting bitten, okay? I understand this is about how equipment's used. It's a protocol, and it's only, you know, temporary anyway, so everything can fade away. A crate can fade away, a muzzle can go away pretty quickly as a dog is beginning to, the perception of changing the right way. So understand that this isn't about long term, because this isn't about managing a problem forever. Because again, understand if you're following a certain path, it might become that, but through this system of training, this is about change. Okay, so understand change, because influence is active in a very specific way. So as a dog's perceptions change, as I fade in, the muzzle can go away. Okay, but right now, I'm going to use it, okay, to keep things safe. So again, my first thing is to get this on him, and then I'm going to put the choke chain on him, then I'm going to put the leash on him, and then we're going to go outside. So you're going to see me do this here in real time. Okay, he just arrived not too long ago. And again, when I put this on him, same thing, when I get in his space here, just very relaxed. Put this on him. Again, when I put it on him, just take my time. I'm not, again, when you handle dogs, you want to, again, just be very relaxed. You don't want to make any kind of sudden movements here, being jerky and stuff. Even here, I'm figuring this out, getting this a little tighter. I make this a little tighter on him, because if he does decide to get his paw up there, I don't want him to easily be able to rip it off. And now that it's on him, This is where I'm going to take the remote collar off. Because I only use a remote collar basically just for the crate. Okay, so the remote collar comes off, and the replacement for that is going to be the choke chain. Okay, but again, I put it on him. Keep it up high in his neck. So here, now I want to grab my leash. And I'll bring him out of the crate under authority here. There we go, it's coming out. This is a big moment here. Okay, this is the first time I'm directly interacting with him. So I can tell he's pretty tense. So here I'm just going to turn this the other way. He's pretty tense. So here, okay, I'm just going to take my time here. I'm not letting him advance. Okay, so here, even right here, you see how he's looking, his ears are back. He's definitely not liking this, okay, but his eyes are red. And so right here, this is a moment where I'm just going to hang out like this for a moment, but not trying to start a battle with him. So even here, not pushing on him too much, I'm just kind of maintaining posture. And here's the thing, where the crate is very close here, if he triggers up and flashes over, the crate's available, so I can put him in the crate. So right here, this is important too, because when you deal with a dog that's holding a high level of control, and this is my first interaction point with him, I have the crate here as kind of my go-to here. And I'm going to see he's really tense here, really on the edge right now. So what I'm doing here is just I'm taking my time. I'm not doing anything we're just hanging out. I want him just to get a sense of, and this is why, again, spending a couple hours in the crate with me out here is important, because this kind of gives him a sense of things right now. So you don't want to go too fast in emotion, because like I said, I just want to just kind of hang here with him for a couple minutes and be calm. His ears are coming up here just a little bit here. I just want to take the tension off of him. I want him to relax. This is a big moment right here, because this is me making direct contact with him. I just put that choke chain on him, and we're just taking I'm taking the pressure off of him. I'm taking stress off of him, because it's about who's in control. But I'm just allowing this to kind of just play out here a little bit. I'm not letting go ahead of me. I'm just keeping him here, but he wants to lay down. I'll push on him a little bit further down, but not hard, just give him a little bit of push. He wants to see, and this is the interesting, right? When the dog wants to go down on their own and they're in control,